How to retire early using the rule of 55. One of y'all had sent this to me, so mucho gracias. Blessings, blessings, my son. We had a question on the live stream. I had an email on this as well. It was a good question, actually. I don't know the answer, so apparently this article will tell us. So the question was, if I leave my employer, all right, now I'm post 54, so I'm over 55 or 55 or older, and I keep my previous employer's plan there, and then I go work for another company, can I take distributions from the previous employer because I'm post 55 and I separate from service without paying a penalty? I hope that makes sense. And I frankly don't know. That's a good question. So you're still working, but you're working for company B as opposed to company A. We'll just say you're 56 years old. Maybe you're taking a pay cut in company B, and you need income to supplement your pay. Can you take it from the 401k that's still left at company A without paying a penalty? Still pay tax without a penalty. Presumably, this article answers that. That's a great question. I don't know the answer. So we have Forbes advisor here, Miranda Marquette, and John Schmidt. All right, let's check this out. No, okay. The Rule 55 is an IRS guideline that allows you to avoid paying the 10% early withdrawal penalty on 401k and 403b amounts, retirement accounts, if you leave your job during or after the year which you turn 55. It's also TSP accounts too, by the way. And don't forget, if you're a Leo, it's not Leo, it's a first responder. Just remember, if you're a first responder, you can take money out of your TSP. If you're a sheriff's deputy, once you're turned the age of 50, if you leave work. I'll have to do another video on that because that's been a couple years since I did that video. According to Dara Luber, senior product manager at TD Ameritrade, the rule applies regardless of the terms of your separation. So you can take it whether or not you've been laid off or decided to retire early, or your butt has been fired because you work at Coca-Cola and you refuse to take Robin DiAngelo's white privilege training. For some public service employees, there we go. It's even possible to apply the rule at calendar year 50, once you turn 50. Firefighters, police officers, emergency EMTs who have 403B and TSP, it says in the rule, might have the option to begin taking withdrawals 5 years earlier. The rules are very specific, so you need to make sure you're following them before you begin taking money out. All right. Get the process wrong, and you'll pay the same 10% early withdrawal penalty as everybody else. All right. How to use the Rule of 55. Many people who retire early use the Rule of 55 to avoid the 401k early withdrawal penalties. If you retire or are laid off in the calendar year you turn 55 or later, you can withdraw funds. We talked about that. All right. You can retire at age 53 and then start taking. All right. So you can't retire at age 53 and then start taking 401k withdrawals at 55 without being penalized. All right. Good. Not all employers may support these early withdrawals, and even if they do, make sure they may require you to withdraw all your money in one lump sum. So check with your plan. That's a good point. Penalty-free withdrawals are limited to funds held in your most recent company's 401k, 403b. I'm not sure why they're not saying TSP, man. It's weird. Even if you're 55 or older, you can't reach back to old 401ks and use that money. All right, even if you're 55 and older, you can't reach back to old 401ks. Okay, I guess from previous employers. Yeah, I get that. So basically, saying if you are 56 and you had a previous employer's plan that you left at 40, you can't take that money out. Okay, I got that. All right, if you actively planning on how to retire early, says Roger Whitney, suggests rolling retirement funds from old jobs and other accounts into your current 401k before you leave. That way you can have access to the money within the Rule 55. Yeah. You aren't locked into, all right, here we go. You can still withdraw early even if you get another job. All right, good. You aren't locked in early. You're not locked into early retirement if you choose to take early withdrawals at the age of 55. If you decide to return part-time or even to full-time work, you can still keep taking withdrawals without paying the penalty, just as long as you only come from the retirement account you began withdrawing from. Interesting. They don't cite that, though. So I'm just going off these guys. Hopefully they know what they're talking about. The Rule of 55 isn't the only way to avoid early withdrawal penalty. Total and permanent disability, medical expenses, withdrawals because IRS levy plan. All right, it's a couple of things. It's possible to set up a situation where we can take substantially equal periodic payments, sometimes called 72T. Yeah. You might consider using the Rule of 55 if any of the following circumstances apply. You'd like to retire early. With the Rule of 55, you'll be better able to get the money you need to cover expenses. If you decide to get a job later, you can still keep taking qualifying withdrawals from the you can still keep taking penalty-free withdrawals from the qualifying 401k or 403b as necessary. Remember, you still have to pay taxes. Yeah, exactly. You'd like to minimize or eliminate RMDs. Yeah, the more you take out early, the less RMDs you'll have. Depending on your tax situation, they say it might also make sense to take a portion of your 401k and do a Roth IRA conversion. Right? Keep in mind that any money converted to an IRA would make the funds ineligible for the Rule of 55. Gotcha. Before you leave your job, make sure you look at your accounts and assets and review the potential tax consequences. Okay, gotcha. So that's pretty good. All right, so I'm not, there's Sarah Acevedo's secret ingredient for successful retirement. Pay off your debt. 3 retirement myths debunked. Ooh, Social Security stop. I'm going to have to look at that. Anytime you're debunking something. All right. So again, what they're saying is you're at Company A, you're 55 years old. Company A is making you go through the wokeathon crap. You're like, I got to go to Company B. They're not making me go with that. Keep your money at Company A in the 401k. Even if you take a job pace cut, you can go to this Company B, take money from Company A's plan. You haven't rolled it to an IRA, and still go to Company B and work, and you won't be subject to the 10% penalty. So good stuff. Whoever sent me the article, I just forgot. But mucho gracias, my friend. That's good. All right, we'll see you. Love to hear your thoughts.